This video tutorial I will explain what is basic authentication. Basic authentication is a straightforward method. Using that we can secure web resources by verifying a user identity before allowing access to the system or application. What is basic authentication? Basic authentication is a simple security measure which is used on the web to protect resources. Basic authentication requires users to provide a username and password to access the website, web service, or any other secured content. Now we will see how basic authentication work. Here you can see the server, here you can see the client. The client requests a protected resource on the server. The server receives the request and asks username and password to the client. Then the client sends the credential to the server. Credential is nothing but username and password combination. These credentials are transmitted as part of HTTP request headers, and credentials are encoded using base64 encoding. The server receives these credentials and decodes the base64 string and verifies provided username and password against it records. If the credentials are matched, then server grant access to the requested resource. Now we will see some of the key points of basic authentication. The first one is simplicity. Basic authentication is easy to implement and understand. The second point is lack of strong security. The credentials are encoded but not encrypted, so making it less secure, especially if credentials are transmitted over the unsecured connection, HTTP instead of HTTPS protocol. The third point is sending credential with every request. With basic authentication, the credentials needs to be sent with each and every request to access protected resources. Here we will see some of the security consideration of basic authentication. The first point is limited security. Basic authentication lacks advanced security features and it might not be suitable for sensitive or high security applications. The second point is use of HTTPS protocol. It is strongly recommended to use HTTPS protocol along with basic authentication to encrypt the transmission of credentials, which enhance the security against interception. Now we will see where is basic authentication used. Basic authentication is commonly employed in web applications, APIs, or any service requiring a straightforward authentication method. Basic authentication serves as a starting point for understanding authentication mechanisms. But basic authentication may not be ideal for critical systems which handles high sensitive data due to its security limitations. In summary, basic authentication is an uncomplicated way to control access to web resources by requiring users to provide their credentials. However, it is essential to consider more robust authentication methods for application which handles sensitive information due to its security limitations. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click on like button and please subscribe to my channel. You can get Java source code and PowerPoint presentation for each and every video. That you can see it in the description section of the video. Click on show more and here you can see the description and here you can see the links to download source code and PowerPoint presentation.